Hi, friends of the comic and manga world. My name is Hector,
And my name is G.
and we are here to talk about our picks for the FOC February 28th, 2022. G and I work for Penguin Random House, and we handle sales of into the direct comic book market. So the books that we talk about here are part of those publishers that we can sell into that market. So let's get going. First off, it's my pick. It's Ode to Kirihito. This is a new omnibus edition of this masterpiece by Osamu Tezuka. And this is a 34.95 book that goes on sale May 3rd. I talked about Osamu Tezuka before because of the new omnibus edition of God, I forget the name now. Sorry. Bomba. How did I forget Bomba?
Mhm.
Um, but which is right there. You see it. It's one of the covers that I included in here. And he is obviously the master behind Astro Boy and a lot of amazing manga. He's one of the fathers, if not the father or grandfather of manga, at least to us on this side of the world, because he's one of the original ones that made it to this side and made it cool and mainstream. So and then this one is specifically, it's really cool, and it and the bio it says that it's one of his favorites, or perhaps his favorite was his favorite. And this tells the story of this scientist who's investigated this new virus that could kill you or not, and that uh turns people into these dog-like creatures. And so he goes up into the mountains of in Japan, into a very desolated, village to investigate, the origin of this virus. But at the same time, there's this conspiracy against him happening back in Tokyo, and with him leaving, obviously there's something happening there. I haven't read this one, but I definitely gonna have to read this one. I've read many of his other works, and they're all really good. This is described as a medical thriller, so I'm really excited about that too. And obviously, it's very timely. And like I said, these are other ones that we have available, and I see that we're this is seventh season, and I mean, sorry, not seventh season, Kodansha and Vertical Comics, and they are reprinting a lot of his works. And I see that Princess Knight, which we have here, the one version, we will have an omnibus for that later this year. Next.
Next up is My Boy, Volume 9. This is by Hiromi Takano, and this goes on sale March 29th, and this is from Kodansha. And so this is interesting because at first I had always questioned going into this series for a reason. I think most people do, in the sense where like you have a protagonist who is a 30-year-old woman who meets like who encounters a 12-year-old boy who's playing soccer, and she one day decides to like help the boy. They both love soccer, so they practice soccer together. And at some point she saves him from like, someone who was trying to drag him away. And so they formed this bond. The hesitance here is like the age gap, but also from everything that I've been hearing with the reception that this has been getting, it's more about their like their bond in the sense where like they just help each other out in what they need in their lives. Because for her, like, I mean, they're both lonely in their own ways, with her not having any sort of meaningful relationships, and with him like having absent parents and not having like a parental figure to look up to. And so I don't know, I just keep hearing such just beautiful, like, that this is a beautiful story, it's worth a try, so I definitely want to try it. What Hector pointed out, and I was like, ah, I didn't realize it until like you see it together. You see all of the previous 8 volumes here, the background is all like white, right? But then if you look back at volume 9, it actually shows what appears to be like a sunset, right? Which makes sense with volume 9 being the concluding volume, which I think is so
Yeah,
interestingly done here. It's like so good. The
it
covers,
is.
I think that's what sort of drew me in first, right? Is just the beautiful covers of these of the artwork here as you go through. I don't know, there's just something, I don't know. It's pure seeming, right? Because of how the white covers and like their like innocent like faces, and it just draws me in to
Yeah.
the story. So yeah.
Oh, I totally agree. I think the covers and the illustration and the character design on these covers is amazing too. Um, yeah, I was gonna make the comment about at least he's older in the last cover. I guess I did make it the cover, but and then
We
G
talked about it.
pointed,
Like,
yeah,
this is
and she
better.
pointed out it doesn't make it better.
It doesn't make it better. But also, like, I don't think we have to read the ninth
I have to
volume
read it.
to see what actually happens with this. But
Now I
who
feel so
knows?
bad. I mean, I want to read it because it's interesting, but I also feel so bad and I have to read it now.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
after that comment. Okay.
yeah.
So next, we're gonna go through some Marvel covers, some of our favorite covers for this upcoming FOC. There's a lot of covers in this FOC. There's a lot of books, and with a lot of variants. So obviously, this is mine because it has towers on it, and this is actually. Oh, I made a mistake. It's not Black Widow 15. Sorry about that. It's actually Star Wars 22. And I'm so sorry, I forgot who's the name of the artist, but this is a Chewbacca in Tatooine, obviously with the two moons in the back. So that's amazing, and I love this cover. Then we have Immortan X-Men Peach Momoko 1 in 50 variant, and this is also Emma Frost by Peach Momoko. I
There's
mean,
something
I have to say,
beautiful about like such a fairy tale like cover image. I love it a lot.
which
So
I mean,
good.
there's a lot of art with Emma Frost, and I think Emma Frost. That's one of the things that is very attractive as a character is that she is so fantasy, magical, princess like, but
Mhm,
she's also can be so evil sometimes. So it's very cool, and I love that she integrates obviously the diamonds on there
mhm.
next to her. And then this one is yours. This one is
Yeah.
Black Widow 15. Sorry.
Yeah, so we have Black Widow 15, and this is so Marvel has been doing the X-Gwen homage. So it's homage to mutant characters, right? So we have Gwen Stacy dressing up as Jean Grey here. This is the Carrie Andrews variant. It looks amazing.
Yes.
It's beautiful. And then, of course,
Another Momoko.
I mean, I picked up the Ghost Rider first issue this Wednesday, and so I will definitely be getting this issue number 2, Peach Momoko variant, of course, very stunning. I just
Yeah.
such a fan, such a fan.
Yes. Yes. Very
Yeah.
cool. And then on the next one, this one's my pick, and we have the both covers by Lenny Liu, uh, Immortal X-Men 1 and Marauders 1, which connect. And I love this image because it has so many X-Men in here, and they're in basically I mean, I don't want to say classic form, but the very not uh close to normal form. And my favorite part, obviously, is Deadpool in the middle of the Marauders one with the sign that says "Help me." I don't know if you noticed that, G.
Yeah, I saw it.
But you have some. I mean, Storm looks stunning right there. Obviously, Magneto and Professor X and Jean Grey and so many. You can't just name them all. But it's I definitely I'm gonna pick this up even though I'm picking up other covers for these books, I have to pick these two up because I need to have this image on my wall sometime at some point coming soon. So next,
So we also have to talk about the Scotty Young variant for Marauders issue number
yeah,
1. Because I mean,
or
it's
just the other Marauders that I'm getting. The other Marauders one that I'm getting is that one.
it's so good. And
It
you
is.
have Kitty Pryde there and like the pirate coat, and then Psylocke, and then we have Tempo, Somnus, Draken, Bishop, and I am not sure who the one standing on the flag is, like on the
Yeah.
tippy top. I'll have to read it. I haven't been following along with Marauders, but
Yeah. If any
So
of you guys watching this video know, please let us
oh
know.
yeah, please let us know because yeah, I need to know. And then all and then we also have next to that is She-Hulk issue number 3. This is the Jen Bartel main cover, and you'll have Jack of Hearts with She-Hulk on the front there. I am a huge fan of Jen Bartel, so this is one of my
Yeah,
definitely
this is
pick.
great, and obviously, it's no longer, I guess, a spoiler that Jack of Hearts comes back at the end of issue 1. Okay, so that's it for our picks for this week. But then we always talk about some sort of announcement that's come out this week, and Marvel, they came up with a lot of announcements this week. But our favorite one is the Miles Morales and Moon Girl. I mean, I love Moon Girl. I think we need to have more Moon Girl. And this one, if I remember correctly for the description, G, it says that obviously this is a first one shot, but it's going to be one of many that are coming with Moon Girl teaming up with other uh, Marvel characters. He mentions maybe X-Men, some Avengers. So, but this one, the first one is when Miles Morales. It comes out in June, and I'm sure we're going to talk about it again when we come up to the FOC. And you want to talk a little bit about the covers too?
I mean, I mean, it speaks for itself, right? It's eye-catching the moment that
Yeah,
you look at these. And of course, you have the Martinez cover, and then again, again, huge fan of
yeah,
Peach
big fans.
Maboko. I just really love like the eyeglasses, like the two different.
Yeah,
It's just
all the
it looks like
details.
she's
I
bored in
just
class or something like that. Obviously,
Yeah, and
genius.
I love the pose because
Yeah.
when we were little, we used to do that. Put the pencil and just put it right there. It's just a very classic little girl take on it with her. And I love all the hearts and stars and triangles on her hair and in her
Here.
clothes and the little, you know, uh T-Rex in her demon dinosaur, I guess, on her on her shirt too. So this is an amazing announcement.
Mhm.
And that's it for this week. Thank you so much for joining us, for watching this. I do have to mention that any opinions that we give here are our own, and I, our opinions, and they do not reflect the opinions of Penguin Random House, its imprints, or distribution clients. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. See you next week.
Bye, everyone.